Hey guys, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and I've got a bit of an interesting video here for you today. Why? Because there's a lot of new things. One, this is my first ever game in patch 9.14, so you're hearing the sound of the FV4202 engine like never before, right? You're going to be hearing new ricochets, you're going to be hearing big guns going boom. Well, maybe not this gun, as this is the British 20-pounder that's on the brand new Tier 8 British Premium Medium Tank. Another thing that I'm doing today is I'm testing out this microphone. I decided, you know, this channel is getting pretty big. I don't think this audio quality, while this is very convenient, is necessarily the right thing to have for YouTube. So let me know, is this an improvement? Is it worse? Have I got it set up correctly? Does this sound a lot better than the previous microphone? Or do you prefer the old one? I'm going to put a poll up in the more info icon that you're seeing pop out right now. Have your vote and let me know in the comments down below whether you think this microphone is completely worth it. Also, you'll know that earlier on I released a video on my mod pack, and when I played this game, as I said, the first game that I played in 9.14, I wasn't using my mod pack at all, and you judge whether it's going to impact my play or not. It's of your opinion, and I'll state mine towards the end of it. But hopefully you guys are enjoying that 9.14 mod pack. Let me know if it's working out for you. It's a bit of a tricky one because obviously World of Tanks, this is a really big update for it with so many things changing. We've got obviously all the gun sounds, we've got the new tank physics, and just everything felt like it was a little bit different. And customizing this mod pack was a little bit more challenging in the last few ones, but I think it's worked out well. We've still got our damage panel in the bottom left hand corner, we've got our hit log in the top left. But don't worry, this video is also going to be about this gameplay in the FV4202. Now, why am I doing another video on the FV4202? Well, number one, it was the first game I had in 9.14. Two, I've already released a video today, and so this one was meant to be just a bit more of a relax, and also to try out this fantastic mic. I hope you don't mind, but we're also going to have a hell of a game here. Wargaming in patch 9.14 have buffed this, the first Tier 8 Premium British tank in the game, and thank God. If you guys have seen my review, you'll know that I said that I thought this was just the worst premium tank that Wargaming have put in, and it was absolutely brutal considering how important this tank was. This tank was super important as the first Tier 8 Premium British tank in the game. All the other nations have got tons of them. The French have got 2 mediums and also a heavy, for example. The Japanese have got at least 1 premium medium tank, the STA-2 that I can think of. And don't get me started on the German premium medium tanks, right? We've got the Panther 88, we've now got the Inden Panzer. Goodness gracious, it was about time that the Brits got something in the game. And my comic crew are going to be very happy with some accelerated crew training. So I was talking about buffs, because Wargaming put it in, I thought it was absolutely terrible in my review. And thankfully, they've obviously realized this, and they've decided to buff it quite significantly. So just today, what buffs have we got? Well, the aim time, which was a catastrophic 2.6 seconds aim time, is now 2.3 seconds. And so that means that it's so much easier to make snapshots in this tank, as you see we're putting in good rounds into the Chaffee. Also, the accuracy was 0.35, which wasn't really very British or German. Now it's very good, it's 0.32. So that means that you can accurately snipe at your targets, irrelevant of the distance that they are. Also, you'll know that the acceleration on this tank was not very good. Only really the Super Pershing was less mobile. Now, while they haven't increased the top speed limit, as we can see in the bottom left-hand corner, still limited to 35 kilometers an hour, one thing that they have done is they've improved the ground resistances on hard terrain by 33%, on medium terrain by 29%, and on soft terrain by 17%, which makes this thing a hell of a lot more mobile. Now we're going to try and track this Comet Hold'em in place while I continue to talk about the series of buffs to this tank. One thing that's been buffed as well is the dispersion while moving the tank, and so that means that it's not so disastrous to move the vehicle. It's been buffed by 9%, so you're going to be more accurate when you've been going forwards, backwards, stop and shoot, and also when you turn the turret. The accuracy after turning the turret is now 12% better as well. Just a whole series of fantastic buffs to this tank that really do make it feel a bit more competitive and more of a joy to play rather than feeling like you're only playing this tank because it's British. So that Jagdpanther ricochets off us. I love those new ricochet sounds in this game. Absolutely lovely, but I don't like the sound of that 105mm shell entering my tank, doing 308 damage to us. We do 237 to him. Oh gosh, leaving him on 4 hit points, and this game is starting to heat up now. Finally, we finish him off, doing the last 4 hit points to him, but not before he puts one more round into us, 329 damage taken. Now this T-69 doesn't look like he's reloaded. Otherwise, surely he would have come around the corner and put rounds into us. Finally, he finishes reloading, turns, kills one of our allies, but that allows us to finish him off. 1 hit point we left him on. Gosh, that's rather unfortunate. But this tank does have 230 alpha damage, so that really isn't ever going to be pulling off those rather large hits that you'd hope to be able to finish off the enemy vehicles. So a tier 8 American self-propelled gun. He's sitting still and we've killed his driver. I've got my comet crew in this tank. They've got some very good crew skills. So that means we can tell when modules are damaged on the opposition, and also when they're missing crew members. I knew that he wasn't going to be going anywhere, and we finish him off. Now this game is heating up. It was a 48%er. There are some skilled players in their top tier tanks, but luckily we've taken out the T-69, but it looks like we're still going to have to handle this Super Pershing and the T-34. The Super Pershing is on 4 kills, but not before we're going to take a swipe at this Oni. I fired just a little bit too far to the right there, but at least we take the guy's tracks off, and that allows the M12, who's taken a rather interesting location here, to finish him off. A good shot there into the Super Pershing removes 229 hit points, and we blind fire at the T-34. Oh great, we did do damage for it to him. Now he's on 45%. Can we help out this charioteer? I love these new sounds of hearing the shells get rammed into the breach there. This is absolutely wonderful. I really do like this patch. The engine sounds, everything, it just feels so much more immersive. Unfortunately, the Super Pershing flanks the charioteer and finishes him off, and so that leaves me in a 1 versus 2 situation, but I do have the support of that self-propelled gun. So I'm just going to try and use my view range here, try and work these bushes. I want to be able to spot the Super Pershing or the T-34 without getting seen. There's the T-34. Now I'm going to pull back behind the bushes where hopefully he's not going to be able to see me, and I'm going to try and get a shot through them. Oh, disastrous. Even 226mm of penetration, unable to go through the target there. Now I have to wait until he exposes his hull armor, as his turret armor is very strong. There we go. Really nice high roll for 264, but he spots us, and listen to the notification. Luckily, he hits our tracks, failing to damage our tank. We put in a second round, and we know that our reload is much better than his, allowing us to finish him off. Great result. That's our 6th kill. We're now on a top gun, but we've still got to try and fight out with this Super Pershing, who's also had a fantastic round. Luckily for me, the Super Pershing is on 265 hit points, which means that I can kill him with 2 hits unless I roll really high, and he is going to have to shoot me pretty much 3 times to be able to finish off my tank. So where is he? I've also got the support of that self-propelled gun. The M12 has gone into the northeast corner of this map, I should say, and I'm going to try and spot for him. There he is. Oh gosh, I come around the corner, give him my side, but luckily the aim time buff to the FV4202 as well as the accuracy allow us to put a shot into his cupola. He thinks twice about coming around the corner aggressively, and now we get into a stalemate. So I thought in this position right now that I would be absolutely fine. I thought, come on artillery, you can finish him off. Just a nice little casual splash and we've got this game in the bag, right? But it looks like I'm going to have to take matters into my own hands as the artillery does not take a shot at him, even though he's on 4% of his hit points, and things are starting to get a little tense. This Super Pershing is on 5 kills. He's trying to get his top gun as well, and I think he realizes that he needs to put the pressure on me, because the longer you leave it, when you have an artillery on the enemy team, the worse it gets. My artillery fires and misses, and I choke a shot into the side of the Super Pershing just trying to track him. Okay, I've got a few more seconds left before he reloads. Keep calm and finish the game off. Great result there. Securing our 7th kill, 4,225 damage that we witnessed. Great result for the brand new Tier 8 Premium British tank. You know what, I was pretty darn chuffed that this was my first game of patch 9.14. Let's hope that it's an omen of things to come. Another thing that I liked about this game is that I didn't play it with my mod pack. Now that sounds like a bit of a bizarre thing to say, right? Oh, do you need the mod pack to play well? Well, no, but it's always nice to have that one game every single patch that I don't play with a mod pack, i.e. a replay that I get and then use it to test test my mod pack to make all the changes that I need to. And to get this result, playing without it is always a nice reassurance that you don't really need the mods, and all they really are is for your convenience, and also, in my opinion, to help you learn faster. When I reviewed this replay whilst creating my mod pack, it was very satisfying to see that I had to take out all of the statistically strong players on the team to be able to take this one down. And I think a lot of that, especially the snapshots that we saw in this replay, were down to the tremendous buffs that the FV4202 have received. Anyway, let's just take a very quick look at the post-game stats. So a cracking result here in our first game of the patch. We got a high caliber medal, a top gun, and a steel wall, and a tremendous amount of credits. Even after resupplying the pudding on this tank, we still make 85,000 credits profit and a sweet amount of crew training for my Comet. I really think this kind of marksmanship would not have been possible in the unbuffed FV4202P. We hit 30 out of 33 and 25 of those penetrated, and we didn't even need to fire a single APCR round in this game. 4,811 damage, not too much assistance, but also getting that steel wall, absolutely baffling. 11 hits taken. This thing is actually quite darn resilient, and I can imagine when you get on a ridge line, this is probably one of the best tier 8 premium tanks. But remember, it still has that god-awful top speed limit of 35 kilometers an hour, so just hope that you don't have to flank or get anywhere quickly. Anyway, I hope you guys didn't mind this bonus video. I wasn't going to release one today considering that I had to make my mod pack video earlier on, but I really wanted to give you guys a taste of the new sounds, what the FV4202 is like now that it's buffed, and also hopefully some feedback of whether you think that this microphone has got enhanced quality. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like down below. It really helps the channel out. And if you want to see even more about the FV4202P, then click through up here or use that more info icon in the top right hand corner of the screen to see a plethora of other replays. And I asked you guys so many things in this video. I really look forward to reading your comments down below and checking out what you think about this new piece of kit. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.